Hi guys, Pink Shiny Mareep, and today I'm bringing you a video on something that I created about 6 months ago. It was initially called the Mean Team Dream Team playthrough, but I'm calling it the Pokemon Master Challenge thanks to Data Dave because he always called it that when I talked to him about it, and it really made a lot more sense. I do builds for this certain type of playthrough. It's not a Nuzlocke, it's not a Cage Lock, it's not an Egg Lock, it's not a Mono type playthrough. It's just another way to play through the game that doesn't require you to read the story all over again, and it's just a fresh and new experience on how to enjoy Pokemon, in my opinion. I've done this playthrough a couple times with theme teams that I have built. I will be doing, like I said, Pokemon builders on how to use Pokemon in this type of playthrough. Don't skip on it, guys. It's super challenging. I would love to see it get around, and I would love to see other Pokemon YouTubers try it out. I'm getting a capture card, and when I get mine finally, I am going to be doing this playthrough for myself. But it's an open invitation for anybody and everybody to try this playthrough for sure, and just tell me what you think about it. It's just so much fun because you can really take 6 Pokemon that you love, or 6 Pokemon that you like, or make a theme team or make a mono fire team and play through the game and see how good of a Pokemon battle you are. Because if you thought you were a Pokemon master, well, guess again. Alright guys, so this is how it works. Each time one of your Pokemon faints, it's +1. At the end of the game, when you have become the Pokemon master, the champion, you will tally up all your points. Based on your point total, you will be put into a rank that will determine how well you did at the game. So kind of imagine it like golf. The more times it takes you to hit the ball to get it into the hole, the worse you did. So if you're on hole 1 and you hit the ball 5 times, well, that's +5. So every time one of your Pokemon gets knocked out in battle, it could be a big battle, could be a small battle, it doesn't matter. Every time it gets knocked out, it's +1. And when you've finally beaten the game, you will tally up how many times your Pokemon got knocked out, and you'll look at this rank I have for you. So the ranks aren't complicated. You can see 0 to 4 points means you're a Pokemon Master. So if I only had 3 knockouts during my whole entire playthrough, I would be Pokemon Master Dustin. Now 5 through 10, it's going to be Elite Member Dustin. If it's 11 through 15, it's going to be Gym Leader Dustin. If it's 16 through 25, it's Ace Trainer Dustin. And if it's 26 or higher, it's Preschooler Dustin. So you're really aiming not to have your Pokemon knocked out, which is going to be difficult based on some of these rules we have. Now these are simple rules, and there's one that I didn't put on there, but I will go ahead and explain. So you see the rules right now. There are no duplicate items, no duplicate Pokemon, no legendary, mythical, ultra beast, or Tapus, and you're only allowed to have 6 Pokemon, and you cannot substitute in or out Pokemon. So basically, you can't go and you're about to face the fire trial and be like, alright, I'm going to take out Bulbasaur and I'm going to use Squirtle instead. If Squirtle was not on your team initially, you cannot sub it in now. You have to stick with the same team that you had in the beginning, the same 6 Pokemon. And no duplicate items. You'll see what items are allowed, and then no duplicate Pokemon is pretty self-explanatory. No 2 Charmanders, and if you have a Squirtle and a Charmander, no same item on that. Alright guys, so these bag items you're not allowed to use at all. No potions of any kind, no full heals of any kind, and what I mean by any kind of full heals, don't use awakenings, burn heals, antidotes, lumberries. The only way your Pokemon is allowed to benefit from a berry is if you gave it to it during the playthrough. Like this was going to be its held item. And you can, if it has a citrus berry and it eats it, you can go ahead and give it a new citrus berry to hold. No revives of any kind, no X items, dire hits, X speeds, anything like that, and no rare candies. And any items that heal or heal your status conditions, you cannot use. So these items you're not allowed to use during your playthrough, and that's Choice Specs, Choice Scarf, Choice Band, Assault Vest, Rocky Helmet, or Life Orb. Now Z moves are allowed, but I only recommend using 2 Z moves. The rest of the items would be like Leftovers, Black Sludge, anything. Get as creative as you want. You can even use Eviolites if you're going to use that Pokemon as an Eviolite Pokemon, like you're not going to evolve it to its final stage or to its second stage. Just make sure that if you're going to use Eviolite on a Pokemon, that you don't evolve it to its final form and then take off the Eviolite and give it a new item. Kind of like cheating in a way. But basically, as long as you don't use these 6 items right here, you're golden. Alright guys, now this next part is actually optional. You don't have to do it at all. But if you have fun with this playthrough, you can have even more fun with it by doing this. I call this the most valuable Pokemon award. And basically what happens is you do a separate tally. And when you do a trial, grand trial, or Elite Four member battle, every time one of your Pokemon knocks out one of their Pokemon, they get +2. So at the end of the game, you see you go to your tally marks and you have your 6 Pokemon, and you see Charizard knocked out 8 Pokemon, Blastoise knocked out 9, and Venusaur knocked out 12 Pokemon, and you tally it up and see that Venusaur is your most valuable Pokemon because it had the most knockouts, and you're just like, wow, I got the Ace Trainer rank, and Venusaur was the one to put in all the work. Well, guys, that's how you play the Pokemon Master Challenge. You can do it any way you can like. You can do a Dream Team, you can do an All Grass team, you can do a All Fairy team. It doesn't matter. You can do a Garden playthrough, you can do a Theme team. It really doesn't matter. It's just a fun way to play through the game, and it adds a special kind of challenge to it. It's super addicting and super fun, and if you're not big into competitive building or even shiny hunting, and you're just looking for a way to enjoy Pokemon a little bit more without doing the simple things like Nuzlockes that everybody does, this is a great way to play the game. If you guys have any suggestions on how to improve this, definitely leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Spread the news if you love this playthrough, and y'all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all next time. Peace.